Well, now to this. Colt Gray pleading guilty to 55 counts in the Apalachee High School shooting case. Students Mason Schermerhorn and Christian Angulo, along with staff members Richard Aspinwall and Christina Aramy, were killed in this shooting. Several others were hurt. 11 Alive's Marissa Sarbach joining us from court now. And Marissa, an emotional day as this case nears a close.
Yeah, and very interesting this afternoon, Dan and Faith. For the very first time ever, we heard from Colt Gray himself on the interview with law enforcement the day of the shooting when he was taken into custody. You could hear him sobbing for about an hour on this recording. You could see him there talking to law enforcement. It was also video as well. And you could see that he was just absolutely hysterical. He was apologetic for everything that had happened and his involvement in this shooting at Apalachee High. He also told investigators that he had been suffering from undiagnosed schizophrenia and that his mother Marcy had been giving him her Zoloft without being seen by a doctor, and that she had threatened to kill him on multiple occasions. It was very disturbing information that we were gathering from this video and audio recording, again with law enforcement on the day of the shooting when he was taken into custody. First time we've heard any of this. He also told investigators why he was obsessed with Nicholas Cruz, the Parkland school shooter, telling them that he felt a level of familiarity with him, saying that he understood him because he also felt neglected as a child. Now, again, this was about an hour long, but take a listen to just a small piece of this.
I don't know if they just harmed me or I just dropped it, or maybe it was just a natural instinct of knowing that I'm not a killer, and I had these glimpses, and I think that was just morality of just like, I knew I shouldn't do this, and I shouldn't fucking be killing people. And hell, it might have even been because I saw the police
play page 1 of that.
Also, for the very first time today in court, we got to look at this. This is Colt Gray's notebook. Investigators took the stand today to tell the court about these detailed drawings of the classroom he planned to shoot up, a thorough to-do list, and then also a plan of action to carry out this school shooting at Apalachee High. Now, we also heard from countless victims today in those victim impact statements on the stand all morning. It was a very heavy day in court earlier today. We heard from many of the families, those people who had lost loved ones, who had loved ones shot at, or people who were in the school and heard this shooting happened. Again, very difficult morning in court this morning. While this was going on, Colt Gray looked a little bit uncomfortable. He just kept glancing away from the people speaking during those victim impact statements, really not showing any emotion or crying at any point, though, today in court. Again, we are waiting for sentencing at this point. There are still things going on in court right now, but the prosecutors here in this case are seeking life without the possibility of parole. And of course, his defense is seeking the option for parole. We'll keep you updated as court is still in session right now. Reporting live in Barrow County, Marissa Sarbach for 11 Alive News.
Okay, thanks, Marissa. By the way, his father also set to be sentenced next week. We'll be watching both of those very closely.